They won't remember the excuses you made. They will only remember the results you didn't deliver. And that's the uncomfortable truth you need to hear before 2026 begins. Because 2026 is not another year you casually walk into. It is not a calendar change. It is not a motivational quote. It is not a fresh notebook that magically fixes your life. 2026 is a line. A line between who you said you wanted to be and who you actually became. For years, you told yourself stories. I'll start when things calm down. I'm not ready yet. This isn't the right time. I have responsibilities. I have problems. I have reasons. And maybe those reasons were real. Maybe your life really was hard. Maybe you were tired. Maybe you were carrying weight no one saw. But here's the part no one warned you about. Time does not care. It doesn't pause for pain. It doesn't slow down for fear. And it definitely doesn't reward good intentions. Years passed anyway. Opportunities expired anyway. Energy faded anyway. And slowly, without realizing it, you began to confuse potential with progress. You became someone who talked about change instead of someone who became it. And now, 2026 is standing right in front of you, asking one silent question. Are you done making excuses? Because this year won't negotiate with you. 2026 will expose you. It will expose how serious you really are. It will expose how disciplined you are when motivation disappears. It will expose what you do on ordinary days, not emotional ones. This year won't be about hype. It won't be about inspiration. It won't be about waiting to feel ready. Because ready is a feeling, and discipline is a decision. And decisions are what shape lives. You see, the problem was never that you didn't know what to do. You knew. You knew the habits you needed to build. You knew the distractions you needed to cut. You knew the work you were avoiding. But knowing was comfortable. Doing was uncomfortable. And every time discomfort appeared, you chose relief over growth. You chose sleep over sacrifice. You chose scrolling over building. You chose excuses over execution. Not because you were weak, but because excuses felt safe. Excuses protect the ego. They keep failure theoretical. They let you believe you could succeed without forcing you to prove it. But 2026 is not here to protect your ego. It's here to demand proof. Proof in the mornings when no one is watching. Proof in the nights when quitting feels reasonable. Proof when progress is slow and silence is loud. This is the year where results will replace explanations. No one will ask how hard it was. They'll only see what you built or what you didn't. And that realization should scare you just enough to wake you up. Because if you're honest with yourself, deep down you know this. You are tired of starting over. You are tired of motivational speeches that fade by February. You are tired of promising yourself, this time will be different. You don't want another year of almost. Another year of half-finished goals. Another year of watching other people live the life you said you wanted. You don't need more inspiration. You need standards. Standards for how you spend your time. Standards for what you tolerate from yourself. Standards that don't change based on mood. 2026 is not asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be consistent. To show up on days when nothing exciting happens. To work when results are invisible. To keep going when validation doesn't come. Because this is how real change happens. Quietly, uncomfortably, relentlessly. This is the year where you stop waiting for confidence to arrive. Confidence comes after action, not before it. This is the year where you stop blaming circumstances, because even imperfect conditions can produce powerful outcomes. If you stop using them as excuses, this is the year where you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what am I going to do about it? Because responsibility is freedom. The moment you take full ownership of your life, you take back control. No more hoping someone saves you. No more waiting for motivation to strike. No more delaying your future out of fear of discomfort. 2026 is the year you finally understand this. No one is coming. And that's not bad news. That's powerful news. Because it means the outcome is in your hands. And from this moment forward, every excuse you don't make becomes a brick in the life you're building. Every disciplined decision becomes a vote for the person you want to become. Every day you show up, even imperfectly, you separate yourself from the version of you that stayed stuck. This is not about dramatic transformation overnight. This is about refusing to quit on yourself again. This is about becoming reliable to your own goals. This is about waking up one day and realizing you are no longer the person who waits. You are the person who acts. And this is only the beginning. And now, the real work begins. Not the kind of work that looks good on social media. Not the kind that earns applause, but the kind that changes you quietly, permanently. Because once the excitement fades, once the calendar flips, once the noise dies down, you are left alone with your habits. This is where most people disappear. January is loud, February is hopeful, March is honest, and by then, excuses start creeping back in. I've been busy. I missed a few days. I'll restart next week. And just like that, the old cycle tries to reclaim you. But 2026 is different, because this time, you decided something before the year even started. You decided that excuses no longer get a seat at the table. You understand now that motivation is unreliable. Some days it shows up. Most days it doesn't. But discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline shows up tired. Discipline works through doubt. Discipline keeps moving when progress feels invisible. This is the year you learn to act without emotional permission. You wake up early even when your mind negotiates. You train even when energy is low. You work even when no one notices. Not because you enjoy it, but because you respect your future self. And slowly, something shifts. You start trusting yourself again. Because every time you do what you said you would do, you repair a piece of the trust you broke with yourself in the past. That trust is powerful. It changes how you walk, how you speak, how you see yourself. You are no longer someone who plans change. You are someone who executes it. And yes, there will be lonely days. Days when people don't understand why you're so focused. Days when you outgrow conversations that once felt familiar. Days when your progress makes others uncomfortable. But growth has always been lonely. If everyone understood it, everyone would do it. You'll realize that discipline costs you comfort now, but buys you freedom later. And excuses? Excuses cost you everything. They cost you potential. They cost you confidence. They cost you years you'll never get back. 2026 is the year you stop paying that price. You stop romanticizing struggle and start respecting effort. You stop waiting for perfect conditions and start building in imperfect ones. You stop asking for permission and start holding yourself accountable. And here's the truth no one likes to say out loud. You will fail sometimes. You will miss days. You will make mistakes. You will feel frustrated. But failure is not an excuse. Quitting is. This year isn't about never falling. It's about never staying down. You don't restart. You resume. You don't punish yourself. You correct yourself. You don't dramatize setbacks. You adjust and move forward. That's maturity. That's growth. That's real strength. And one day quietly you'll look back and realize something powerful. You no longer recognize the person you used to be. The one who waited. The one who delayed. The one who explained instead of executed. That version of you doesn't survive 2026. Because this year changed you. Not with one big moment, but with thousands of small decisions made correctly. And the best part? No one can take that from you. Not circumstances. Not opinions. Not setbacks. Because you earned it. This is the year your actions finally match your potential. This is the year your discipline outgrows your excuses. This is the year you stop talking about the life you want and start living it. T100 doesn't need promises. It needs proof. And this time, you're ready to deliver it.